용산나눔의 집 20주년 맞이 특별 프로젝트인 사람책 길벗도서관 두 번째 시간입니다. 한국 사회에서 살아가고 있는 미등록이주민의 현실에 대한 이야기를 듣고 우리들이 갖고 있는 편견과 차별을 조금이나마 해소해보고자 이 자리를 마련했습니다. 정부의 미등록이주민 합동 단속이 계속되는 상황에서도 용산나눔의 집의 20주년을 위해 길벗님께서 시간을 내주셨습니다. 자기소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
What do you mean by ghost? Well, I'm Anthony Pilamon from the Philippines. I'm 58 years old, running 59. So I'm already Harabaji.
I'm Amy Banug, also from the Philippines. I'm now 48 years old. I'm still working here in Korea.
첫 번째 주제로 미등록 이주민이라는 이유로 한국에서 유령처럼 살아가야 하는 존재에 대해서 말씀을 들어보고자 합니다. 한국으로 오게 된 계기와 한국에서 지낸 기간은 어느 정도 되셨나요?
Well, for me, I came here quite a long time. I was here in 1999. Maybe you are not yet born. I entered here legally with they call that trainee visa, working visa. And after that, I become undocumented after 3 years because during that time there's no extension for us, only 3 years and then we'll go back home. But I prefer to stay here more in Korea until now.
For me, I also came here in Korea December 15, 1999 as legal also. And I work in Incheon, but after the company was bankrupt, they transfer us to another company. So I work in Ujungbo, but in Ujungbo the work is very hard, so I find another job. So I become undocumented.
한국에서 지내면서 겪은 차별 또는 어려움이나 위기의 순간들이 있으셨나요? 있었다면 어떻게 대처하셨나요?
For me, the moment I step here in Korea, there's a lot of differences during our culture and language barrier. And I understand that because I'm just a visitor here in Korea, so that I have to adapt also the Korean culture and I have to learn Korean language. And if there's something, I do my prayers will strengthen me to do more what is necessary living here in Korea. Although I'm unregistered, I have to deal with the laws that is provided by the government that is necessary for us.
가족들과의 교류는 어떻게 하시나요?
Well, when it comes to our family, there are a lot of things to deal with. Most especially during that time, there's no internet, there's no cell phone. It's very fun of writing letters, exchanging letters. It's very fun and it's very interesting. But now we have a new technology. We have cell phones, we have internet. Just click the button and then you can see your family facing to face and we'll talk to each other. That's how we interact with our family. Even showing our life here in Korea, also asking what is their situation there, and so we can deal it with the internet now.
홀로 오랫동안 한국에 지내다 보면 가족과 본국이 많이 그리우실 것 같아요. 언제 가장 그리우신가요?
Oh, we're tough. Yeah, that's true. We miss our also home. Most especially when we got sick because nobody is in our side to care for us, even though some friends, but family is more better to see you, to comfort you.
Yes, I think it's very, very right that when you are sick, yes, you miss your family. Like me, when I was in the hospital, I feel like, oh, I'm alone. Although I have friends, but of course my friend is working, so I don't have to tell them to come and visit me. But it's okay. And sometimes also like holiday, that's also one very difficult time I also experienced like staying here in Korea very long time it's very difficult, but life must go on. And I am happy because I have friends and I also coming to Shalom every Sunday, seeing everybody is happy, so it makes me feel happy and safe.
용산나눔의집 공동체원 분들에게 미리 궁금한 점에 대해 질문을 받아봤었는데요. 항상 불안 속에서 삶을 보내실 것 같은데 미등록 이주민에 대한 뉴스나 주변에서 안 좋은 소식을 들었을 때 심정이 어떠신지 질문을 주셨습니다.
Well, for me, during my first unregistered here in Korea, I feel so worried about because I don't know when I will be caught, sent back to the Philippines. I was not yet prepared, but nowadays it's everyday routine to us as unregistered. So I think even though it's not a crackdown, there is still people, immigrations are also catching undocumented. So it's not new to us. It's familiar. We encounter that every day in our life. So we are ready. So being unregistered here as a unregistered resident here, it's a government protocol. It's a government law. So we have to accept that. But as much as possible, he must allow us to work until we want to come back because everybody go to other countries, they work for the future of the family, and that's what we're doing.
두 번째 질문으로는 미등록 이주 노동자에게도 코로나19 예방접종이 가능한 것으로 알고 있는데 예방접종을 받으면 미등록 이주민임이 밝혀질까봐 걱정도 되었을 것 같다고, 아플 때 병원 진료는 어떻게 하는지 궁금하다고 질문을 주셨습니다.
For me, I registered in the, they call that We Friends, We Friends Aid. And when I got sick, I go to the hospital and show my ID. And I think there's 40%. At some hospitals, 20% discount. And during the COVID, well, we have some difficult during the COVID as we undocumented. It's good that we have the migrant centers, like Ma'am Dayong, and I asked her help to bring me in the center to receive the vaccine during my first time. So he assisted me until I got my first dose. And then until then, I got second, third dose, and it was very helpful to me to fight for the virus. And I was also infected by the COVID-19. So I asked also again Ma'am Dayong to help me because we in our dormitory, in our factory dormitory, all of us are being infected by the COVID-19. That's why I want to go to the center or the hospital for the COVID because I don't want my friends to be infected also. So I asked her. So I went, they brought me to the Ganghwa Medical Center. So I stayed there for 4 days until I got recovered and then went home. So I thank very much for Shalom House, our staff Dayong, for accompanying me and helping me.
One more thing about the mask is also a big thanks to Shalom House because they gave us a mask to use.
2부로 이제 넘어가서 질문 드립니다. 용산나눔의집과 어떻게 처음 만나게 되셨나요?
For me, I was in Incheon, living in Incheon, and I was looking for an Anglican church for me to go to mass during mass on Sundays. So in Incheon, I went a lot of churches, Catholic, I also to Presbyterian, Methodist, even Baptist, and even Jehovah are coming to invite me. But I was preferred to come here in Seoul, so I went to the cathedral, Samdang. A friend invited me to go there. When I went there, they introduced me the Shalom House here in, I think that was 2005. 2005. So I met with the founder, Father Choi. I met with the founder, Father Choi, and then until now, I still here in Nanum House. All our friends went back. All our friends, they are all gone. I don't know where they are. But I still exist in Shalom House. That's my experience. So I met a lot of priests. Maybe I think 6 priests.
Me, when I came here is first because I'm in the Philippines. I go to church as Catholic. So when I came here, my friend told me that there's church in Hewadong. But the time, sometimes the church there starts at 1:30. So sometimes, if I work nighttime, if I go home in the morning, Sunday morning, I sleep. Then I wake up. It's already nighttime, so I can go to Hewadong. But when some friends who are already in Shalom House also introduced me to Shalom, so I'm like curiosity, what is Shalom? So when I joined him, it's a church. That's the time also I joined the Shalom and to meet other people, and I also like meet some other priests until now.
필리핀 커뮤니티가 용산 나눔의 집을 최초로 어떻게 알게 되었는지 아시나요?
I think what I experienced is they knew, especially undocumented, they don't have other choice but to find a migrant center to help them during the difficulties, especially hospitals, their babies don't have any insurance. So they find that Shalom House is very small during time of Father Choi. So they found Father Choi here, most especially here in Hibangchon. All Hibangchon knows about that. I think everybody asked help from Father Choi before. Yeah. So there is a small Nanum House, and then it become bigger and bigger until it's big like that. And then become smaller until now like that. I don't know, but we think that Nanum House still exists. Yeah.
And some government already went out.
Actually, most Filipinos, we are many Filipinos, and we meet every other nation, Nigerian, African, Moroccans, Myanmar. So we are all together. There is no religious barrier or discrimination. Everybody, Shalom House treat everybody the same.
It's very happy because every Sunday we also meet, and sometimes every after the mass we eat and chatting, and sometimes we go picnic. But now it's like I don't know. But it's feel good because, as Manong Anthony said, Shalom still exists, and I think that it will exist even though we will go back to our country. I think maybe you can also come to the Philippines, and we will build a Shalom House there.
한국에서의 적응 과정은 어떠셨나요? 순탄하셨나요? 아니면 어려우셨나요?
During the first time, it's very hard to adapt your Korean culture and everything. But when you stay here for a long time, it's very good. You enjoy it. That's why there's a saying that if you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. The same here in Korea. If you are in Korea, do what the Koreans do. So you can enjoy life here in Korea.
한국에서 살면서 언어의 장벽 때문에 정말 힘들었다고 하셨는데 그 외에 다른 문화 차이로 어려움이 있으셨나요?
I think maybe one is food. During the first, just the food, the food. We cannot eat kimchi before. We have to wash. We eat vegetables, a lot of vegetables, but we have to wash. But until then, It's become just every day. So Koreans eat, and why we don't eat also? Even our sajang eat. We have to eat also. So we see that also our sajang also, our Koreans also do it. And why we can't? They eat and they survive. So we have to eat also so that we can survive. If you don't eat, you don't survive. It's for survival. Yeah, everything you can do for your survival. And now kimchi. Now we have kimchi in the Philippines. In the department store they have kimchi also. Yeah, in Baguio we have a factory before. Our friends, migrant workers here, they have we call that a group that they made kimchi. That then they distribute it and they sell it.
한국 음식과 필리핀 음식 차이가 뭔가요?
It's spicy. It's spicy. It's spicy. Yeah. It's spicy and Philippines also. There are a lot of oily and tashidamat.
MSG 같은 거?
Yeah, MSG. There are a lot of like that.
한국에 처음 왔을 때와 비교해서 삶의 작은 부분이라도 개선된 점이 있을까요? 용산나눔의 집에서 가장 기억에 남는 사람 또는 순간이 있으신가요?
Oh, many things.
I think everybody. Everybody. I think all the priests, all the staffs, and some are friends that we meet every Sunday. They are memorable to us. Everything is memorable, not only person. Because before, when we were a big family, we have also a Korean language. And we'll meet a lot of volunteers. So we are Korean language, we have level 1, level 2, level 3 like that. So there are a lot of Korean language. A Korean instructor, a teacher, who teach us from basic to a little bit level 3. Yeah. So we have so many volunteers before. And also computer repair. We have also before computer repair. We have also that.
그럼 여러분도 용산나눔의 집에서 한국어를 배우셨나요?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we have. I have a book. I have a book. I think it's level 3, but sorry, I forgot already. I have. They call that low memory. Not instead of gigabyte, it's megabyte. I'm sorry, I cannot speak Korean straight. I can understand little. That's all.
For me, I think memorable person. I think everybody, not only one. Everybody since I joined, I go to Shalom House. I think everybody. People is very happy. Like if you go to church, they greet you with a smile. So that's why you feel very lovable. And I think that, I think every person I meet in the Shalom House since I go to Shalom is very memorable. Although I don't know their names, but through their faces.
Person, time, activities like that.
Because I think I also study Korean language before. I don't know what is the year. And also before there are free bread. So before we all go home with full of bread, really.
Sometimes we have a picnic.
Yes.
Foreigners and Koreans, we have a long table and we put food all there.
outside?
No, even inside the Shalom House. We put a table there and then food like that, and you have to eat face to face by your hand. By your hand. So we have to provide. Yeah, sometimes we do it like that. Yeah, before because some of our friends are good for cooking. That's why also Koreans experience our Filipino food. That's why all Filipino food is there. So you have to eat what you like that before. But hopefully we will do sometimes maybe.
Maybe this summer.
We did it before here in Hibangchon during Chonchol and what do you call that? Yangsegyo. Before we have. I think we did that 2 times, 3 times.
3 times.
3 times, yeah.
3 times.
Everybody,
Like potluck.
everybody, she cook maybe one piece and then another menu and then another. Then we bring it together like that. So
Not
maybe-
only that food but we also bring that halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bingsu, bingsu,
So I'm
bingsu.
thinking maybe this summer, okay, we will make halo.
I miss ube ice cream.
Oh yes.
I cry. 20년 동안 신부님을 다 만나 배웠다고 하셨는데 그중 가장 좋았던 신부님이 계신가요?
Oh no! Don't ask that. Who is the favorite? I think there's no favorite for me. They are all my favorites. But for them, I think me is their favorite.
Are you sure?
Maybe it's not sure. But for me, they're all the same. They treat me as the same. But in my opinion, maybe all of them, Anthony is their favorite. Maybe. You know why? Every time, call Anthony.
Yeah.
You ask Anthony, something is wrong? You ask Anthony. Even then, you call Anthony. So maybe I am their favorite. So that's why I have no favorite priest. They are all favorite to me. And what I say is, mine is their favorite.
용산나눔의 집과 오랜 기간 동행하시면서 가장 기억에 남는 활동이 있을까요?
Oh, yes. This is a memorable activity. Well, when during the 20s, I think 2005, 6, and 7, yes, straight 3 years, we have an activities, the Migrant Arirang Festival. It was held 2 times here in Olympic Park, yeah, and that's time. It was accompanied by the Yongsan Shalom House, and that's the time we introduce our costumes and tradition, our cultural dances and music, and even our clothings, the unique clothings. You may search, maybe you can search that our. Now we're playing guns, we dance, and we like that. So you can ask Miyong for that. Those are. Yeah, I don't have any record because I'm very poor before. I cannot buy a computer, so Miyong has all those records maybe in the computer.
I think I have photo that I'll give it to you. Okay.
Those are memorables, and then like the picnic, they arrange us to go to other places for a picnic for swimming like that. Those are a lot of memorable, but those 2 things also I can say. But there are a lot of memorable activities. Those when we dance, when we sing, when we use our attire during the activities, and also we did it in the cathedral in City Hall. Before the COVID, we dress our costumes and we play guns and dance. I think it's the 9 Shalom House anniversary. Yeah. So if you want to know more, come visit us to the Philippines. So you can you can see exactly.
What city?
What city is Baguio City.
Baguio City.
I think for me it's like memorable. Like Manong Uncle said when we joined the festival in the Olympic Park, and that's that's also the time that I joined. I also dance because in our place, in the Philippines, you cannot just dancing or play the gongs because how to say? Because the old people say don't just play the gongs because you are still young. But when I came here, that's the first time I joined. I wear my costume, so I also dance, and that's also very special to me because in my country I cannot do that.
단순히 젊다는 이유로 참여하지 못하셨던 건가요?
I think that is very critical during those old days because those gowns and those costumes are wear during any special activities,
Not just you
wedding ceremony, some activities, even rituals. They use that, but nowadays it's modernized. It's modernized. Everything is modernized. So you can use it in a curtain like that. Like Shalom House, we have a curtain like that. Because we are very proud of that because we promote our textiles in the upper. Not all Filipinos use that in our tribes because there are a lot of tribes in the Philippines. So we have in the called Igoro tribes, we use that kind of clothing, that textile. And we have another dialect. So if we meet together, all our friends here in Korea, we speak Tagalog. That's the Philippine language is Tagalog, so we meet it in that kind of language, Tagalog.
And I remember that one Easter Sunday that I think I don't know who put the egg outside, so we go and find him. That's very memorable.
Thursday,
Thursday, and I don't know who put So sometimes like we feeling we are still children. Because we go and search the egg outside, and that's very and also
here in that they call that Hibangchon school, like that. We use that.
and also we have picnic there in Hibangchon. I think there are many things like we go picnic outside. Yeah, we went to Kangwondo and also to swim. We stayed there like 1 day, 1 night, and also we go here in Paju to see the new, I forgot that, but it's like a park I think that's like not park because inside. Just we go and see the falling snow.
Artificial snow in the Ilsan. It's a building. It's inside the building.
Yeah, and there's a skate. There are many children you can have your,
Just like we call that amusement park, amusement. Yeah. You can see some other amusement there. Oh, I forgot this. The other one we have. It's very interesting to me because we have a friend here that was diagnosed. So what do you call it? Easter. Was hospitalized in Bongwasan. I don't know, he's inside maybe his mattress, maybe I don't know what happened, so it needs help. So we make a solicitation is to collect money just to help, because even though the Nanum house is preparing, is doing processing for the payment to become free, but we have to help because he's living in a house, he needs to rent. So we collect money, and then we also make an walk for a cause. You know, walk for a cause. We have to walk or hike. We hike from Tongdemon to Hewa, and then we Philippines and also the Koreans here, Nanum Koreans, we also collect maybe 10,000 for each just to join the walk. So we have a lot of people. Maybe I don't know how many we have. Maybe about more than 50 like that. That's why we enjoy that. We enjoy hiking. At the same time, we help. So also Koreans. We have also Koreans know that and they enjoy very much. And that's also so memorable for us. Yeah, he got a treatment and then went to the Philippines, but unfortunately he died in the Philippines. She died, yeah.
요즘은 용산나눔의 집에서 어떤 활동들을 함께 하고 계신가요?
Activities, I think, just we have said.
Just before, but right now I think there is no no activities just because of the COVID. But before the COVID there is a lot of activities really.
코로나 이후에도 필리핀 커뮤니티를 위해 활동하고 계신다고 들었는데요. 그 부분을 좀 더 자세히 얘기해 주실 수 있나요?
Yeah, during that time, during the COVID eruption, I think it's better to say eruption because it was eruption. Everybody's infected. So that activity is just we appreciate the Nanom House, especially you, because during that time we cannot even buy a mask, even in the pharmacy. Because the shortage of masks, so we ask if somebody will help me, and the Nanom House has do their best to provide the mask for us, and yeah, we appreciate that very much.
And I think that before is buying masks in the pharmacy, it's very also hard because they ask your ID. So sometimes we also ask the help of our sajangmin, but before is mask is very expensive, so we ask the help of Shalom House, and we're very lucky and we're very thankful because you help us. And we distributed a lot of masks, really. Not only that mask, but also sometimes if remember Dayong when my boyfriend go home to the Philippines and he cannot register the how to call that in the immigration, I ask your help and you help him. That's a big help.
지난 첫 번째 사람책인 최준기 신부님께서 용산나눔의 집 초기에는 무슬림 커뮤니티도 있었다고 들었어요. 그 당시부터 현재까지 용산나눔의 집 이주민 커뮤니티 변화가 궁금합니다.
Well, yeah, that's true. There are a lot of Muslim communities. We meet together, Christians and Muslims. But we meet not as a Muslim or not a Christian. We meet as a family. That's what we meet here in. That's how Nanom House stands for. There's no language barrier. There's no religious faith barrier. There's no color barrier. We are all the same. That's how Nanom House treats us until now.
길벗님에게 용산나눔의 집은 어떤 의미인가요?
Do again.
I think Nanum Yongsan House means to me is acceptance, love, like peace of mind, friends. I think everything. Yeah, everything. It's really also helping others. I think that is 용산나눔 means people are very lovable, very friendly, and everything.
What does 용산나눔 House means to me? 용산나눔 House means to me is 용산나눔 House is a home to me. It's a home. It's a family. You don't say a house if there's no members in the family. So home covers everything. We have a priest to guide you in spiritual matters. We have some staff to help you during your needs like that. We have friends to comfort you in times of difficulties or something's not good to you. And we have also medical assistance from Nanom House. You will receive not too much, but they are doing their best to help you as much as possible they can. So that's very, very mean to us as a foreigner, most especially us migrant, undocumented migrant workers, because we don't have any other recall that organizations or institute to lean on, no other than the non-organizations, non-government organizations like 용산나눔 House. 용산나눔 House is not a house; it's a home for me.
Because there's a father, and a mother, and a brother and sister. That's called family.
20주년을 맞이한 용산나눔의 집에게 해주고 싶은 말씀이 있으신가요?
No, Anthony.
Well, okay. Most of all, I congratulate 용산나눔 House for their 20th anniversary, and hopingly that 용산나눔 House will exist during in this coming future, because maybe tomorrow or maybe another days we are gone, some other new will come.
Where are you going?
Anywhere, maybe. Because I heard that when Father Choi before, okay, maybe we don't know if this Nanom House will exist, but until now, it exists in 20, maybe more years to come, and more, forever, maybe forever. And hopefully this coming new staffs and other members continue what was what has started to help other people who are in need, just like that. Because that's the aim of the 용산나눔 House, to help, not to gain, but to help.
For me, yes, first of all, I would like to congratulate Nanom Yongsan House for 20th. Oh my God, like, it's just, I don't know.
Just like a dream, just like yesterday.
Wow, 20 years, but still, Nanom House exists still. And I also do hope and that in the future also, Nanom House will still exist. Even though, as I've said, that we will go home to our own, I hope that still many will come and go to Nanom Shalom House. Because Nanom House is very special.
Congratulations at your 20th anniversary.
Congratulations.
마지막으로 더 하고 싶은 말씀 있으신가요?
For me, I think anything else to say, I want to say. Nanom Shalom fighting. Fighting! Yes, fighting. I really love, and it's very good opportunity and a great pleasure to be with everybody.
I want to say that Nanom House will exist and keep fighting, even though there are a lot of difficulties facing, especially financially. Yeah, that's true. Financially, and hoping that everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. We'll work together, hand in hand, and then maybe God knows. We'll getting better, and go back to what we have, big family again. So stay strong. Mabuhay, Nanom House. You know, mabuhay. Yes, maybe live strong or live longer.
Okay.
Yongsan Shalom House. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for
thank you
having
for-
us. Thank you.